Yo, what's up guys, Matt here, and today I'm going to be doing another life story video, and this one is on how I was forced to go to prom. This is going to be a really funny and dramatic story, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. So we're going to bring it back to May of 2018. I was a senior in high school, and in case you guys don't know me personally, I hated high school, especially senior year. It was one of the most worst years of my life. At the time, I was recovering from a breakup. I didn't get along with the other students because I got bullied a lot by some of them. And overall, senior year wasn't going so well for me, and I just wanted it to be done and over with. And then May rolls around. Junior prom was coming up pretty soon, and one of my old friends asked me if I wanted to go with her. I wasn't really in the mood to go. I was really depressed and didn't want to get involved with school events, really. So I just said, no thank you. I'm going through a tough time and I don't want to go as dates. I don't think it would be best for me. But I really appreciate you asking me though. In my head, I just really didn't want to go at all. I really didn't. Then she said, we don't have to go as dates. We could just go as friends. Like in that kind of voice. So I kept politely declining. I didn't want to straight up say no to her because that would be so rude and I'm not a rude person at all. Then I said maybe I'll think about it. And she was like, okay, let me know. So later that day, my mom asked me how my day was at school, and I'm like, good, just like I say every day. And then I said, well, the girl, I'm just going to refer to her as the girl because I'm not going to say her real name, obviously. So I said, well, the girl asked me if I wanted to go to JB. JB means junior banquet. It's basically a prom for juniors, which to be honest is really, really terrible. And yes, she was a junior at the time, and I was still a senior. My mom was all for it, and she was like, you should totally go. It would be really nice if you go with her. And I, of course, didn't want to go at all, and I straight up said, I don't want to go. I don't care, really. We basically kept talking back and forth with each other and said what we had to say. And for some reason, I'm like, fine, I'll go, in a really pissed off voice. I don't know why I said it. The next day, I go to see the girl, and I said, fine, I'll go as friends, not boyfriend or girlfriend, BS, whatever, just friends. And then she's like, yay, I'll text you later. And I was really unhappy for the rest of the day. At 10 o'clock, this is where a plot twist comes in. That night at 10 o'clock, my ex texted me, all pissed off, asking me why I was going to JB with her. And during May, my ex broke up with me 3 months earlier, so I didn't know what was going on in her mind. And she was asking me why are you going to prom with her? Why didn't you just say no? And I'm like, look, I didn't want to go in the first place. I didn't want to. My mom wanted me to. It's not me. So yeah, we basically just kept arguing about it for another hour, even though it was completely pointless. And so the next day, I wasn't even going to be in school. I was going upstate to go to a competition and compete for my trade school. And that same day, as soon as class started, my ex and the girl got into a huge argument. They were basically arguing over why the girl asked me out to JB and whatever. I don't even know. I wasn't even there. So it was kind of funny how this whole argument was two girls arguing over me, which I thought would never happen in my entire life. And the funny part is that I wasn't even there to see it. It got involved with her, my ex, a couple friends, and even a teacher. So it was all just a huge mess. So the next time I returned to school from the competition was the very next week on Monday, and my teacher explained the whole thing of what happened, and I'm like, look, I really don't want to hear it. I really don't. I'm not in the mood. I just want to go home. I don't care about this. Have a nice day. Bye. Both of the girls were in the room, and I didn't even want to look at them. I don't want to look at them. I don't want to look at anybody else. I just wanted to leave the room. Never mind that. I just wanted to leave the school. I didn't want to be there. I don't want to be any part of it. Just, erase me from the whole situation, and then boom. My life would have been a whole lot better from right there. So then some time goes by, and it's a couple days before junior banquet was about to begin. And I just realized that I had nothing prepared. I didn't have clothes. I didn't have a ride. I didn't even buy the ticket. I was so unprepared, and I wasn't really worried. I just didn't really give a crap. And of course, my parents were constantly asking me if I was prepared for this whole event, and I was like, whatever. And what really pissed me off was that I had to pay for almost everything that I needed for JB. I had to pay for my clothes. I had to pay for a corsage for her. I had to pay for the ticket. I had to pay for everything. So basically, I had to waste hundreds of dollars for an event that I said no and I didn't even want to go to. It's ridiculous. And the day before junior banquet started, I basically told my parents, look, I'm not paying for a ride. I already wasted hundreds of dollars already. I'm sick of it. I'm taking the Titan with me. I don't care what you say. I'm going to do it because I'm not paying for a limo or a bus or whatever. I don't care. I'm taking my own ride so I can just save some kind of money. And thankfully, they agreed with me. I ended up taking the truck to prom. I had to pick up my date, and then I had to go to one of her friends' house so all of us could meet up there. So we all meet up, we all get in our cars, and we drive to the high school, which is where JB was taking place. The first thing I saw when we arrived through the doors was the whole dance floor and everybody on it, and the first thing I was thinking was, alright, dance floor, let's go, let's dance, let's have a good time. And when I was on the dance floor, my date didn't even want to dance with me. Like, I know it's like not even like slow dance, whatever, it's just dancing like pop music, and she still didn't even want to dance. She just wanted to sit down, and she was on her phone, and I'm like, what are you doing? Don't you want to dance for at least a little bit? And she's like, nah, I'm good. Which really pissed me off, to be honest. I mean, luckily for me, I found a couple of my guy and girl friends to dance with, so it was all pretty good at the end. So after a couple hours go by, we decided to leave and we went back to our other friend's house. And we basically just played Mario Kart and other games, watched a movie, which we didn't really watch. We were just sitting on our phones and just talking about how crappy JB was. So yeah, I mean, all in all, the day had its ups and downs, but overall, I think it was something that I could have skipped and just done something else with my other close friends. And yeah, that's my story on how I was forced to go to prom during high school. If you guys did enjoy this really awkward and interesting story, don't forget to drop a like down below. And if you have something to say about my story, or if you have a story that's similar to what I had to go through, drop a comment. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell for future videos. I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Coming down like a copter, Michael Murray on looking like a shotter, Louis Carry on feeling like a ganja, keep a very long shotty for imposters.